This video is going to be about a semi-serious topic, I guess. Well, it will, of course, be serious. It's about, bullying and all that, and cyberbullying, and what I've personally been through. A few years ago, I think in grade 7, I started getting picked on because I tripped a kid by mistake, and no one would get over it. And it got to the point where I'd be sitting in class trying to do my work. Sorry about that. And they would suddenly start making fun of me and then being really rude to me and completely and utterly ignoring me. And the teacher didn't even do anything either. They just sat up there writing on the board and not doing shit all. To the point where I'd sit there and just raise my hand up and simply flip them the finger. And what really hurt me is that no one did anything at all. Like, they just sat there listening and letting me get hurt. I couldn't do anything about it either. To the point where I just stood up and just walked away. I walked out of the classroom pretty much crying. And I know multiple times before that, kids in my class wouldn't let me have a say in anything, which, for me, that really hurts me, and I have slight anger issues, so, yeah, I usually got pretty upset at things like that. I know I shouldn't have, but kind of couldn't help it, I guess. And then, I remember when I first tried playing RuneScape. Ugh, fuck, cyberbullying, oh god, don't even get me started on that. It's probably, yeah, it's pretty bad, but I personally don't think it's as bad as, like, being bullied in person, because I've went through it pretty badly. I know from most of elementary and all that, I'd get made fun of because my wrists were so tiny, and you could almost always see my ribs right up along there and on my sides and all that. And, yeah, they would always say, oh, you're anorexic, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm naturally like this. And none of the teachers did anything, then or now. None of them. I'm lucky enough now that I don't even get bullied in high school at all. It was mainly in middle school. First year in grade 6, I had a bit of a rough time getting used to it and all that. It wasn't so bad. Second year, oh, good. I didn't really have any friends, except for the ones that were in grade 7, my old friends. Some of the friends that I had down at my old school. And yeah, I was that kid that would sit at the back of the classroom and ignore everyone, because I really didn't have any friends. Why? Because they were all really different compared to me. Like, they would always talk too much, or they'd get into trouble more often than I would, and they would ignore the teacher and all that, and I was one of those kids who would always listen, always do their homework, always do the classwork. And I personally think part of the reason why I got bullied as much as I did is because I looked really, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain how I looked, I guess. I would almost always be wearing my glasses. I would always wear the same hoodie every day, non-stop, and honestly, barely wear different things. I remember this one time, we were going on a field trip, I think, I can't remember now, and anyways, I was wearing my favorite hat at the time, and a few of the girls there, they're like, why are you wearing that hat? It's weird, or something like that. And I just looked at them and I said, because I want to, and the way they reacted at first when they see me wearing that hat, it honestly really hurt. And there's a lot of things now that, even if I say don't hurt, they hurt a lot, oddly enough. like being called mainstream and things like that. I'm not, but I just don't like it. One thing I'm mainly sensitive to is being called bullied yeahh. Yeah, it's related to the grade 7 thing. It went on for most of the year, and I believe that year as well. No, grade 8 actually. One girl started spreading around saying that I stole a charm from another girl in my class. And I was really upset by that, because I would never steal from someone that was in my class. I would have no reason to. Like, could you think of a reason for someone to steal from someone else in your class? Especially if it's just a little itty-bitty charm the size of a nickel that you can get from a gumball machine? But, yeah, oh. I'm just gonna say this now. No matter how much bullying you go through, and how much you change, whatever has happened to you in the past still stays with you, and if you think too much on it, it will, like, drag you down to the point where you're always depressed, hating yourself, and just wanting to die, and always wanting to... Well, I know for me at least, I always wanted to avoid school, to avoid my problems. And in a way it kind of helped, because they would start to forget what happened, but it would also make them think worse. But yeah, I'm distracted with the video down below. Anyways, I know now when they look at me, they're like, oh my god, you've changed so much. I'm like, yeah, I know, that's the point. I wanted to change. I wanted to become a different person. I didn't like who I was before. I really did not like that person. That person was weird. Weird. I don't even know how to explain it aside from weird. So, yeah, I'm feeling a bit down now, remembering all that. That was hell. For a little while there, I was like, kill me, just kill me. Oh, I hated my life for a little while there because of what I was going through. I didn't know how to handle it. But yeah, I'm a bit of a quick-wall-ish. Not really. No, one of my houses is really fucked up. Oh. So yeah, that's basically it on my little video thingy. Yeah. So, have a good day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if I'll be putting links down below or not. Bye.